Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at my channel. I am sitting on the floor at this point. I am working on decluttering polishes. You guys would have already seen part of my declutter series. I'm getting rid of a lot of polish, mostly mainstreams at this point. I'm going through my set of drawers that are in front of me, trying to condense things down, polishes that are similar to each other. I am deciding which one I want to keep, which one I want to destash. You are staring at my floor at this point, but I wanted to go through and do a little bit of an updated situation on the gel polishes. I have several here that I have completely destashed, which I'll share those here in just a second. I'm trying to decide if there's any more in here that I want to get rid of. Over in this corner are a couple extra backup polishes from like Patty Lopes. This one is a topper, which is Vein Barber. I had to get a backup of that one. And then I have this topper from Patty Lopez. This is Widow's Hill. I also had to get a backup of that polish just because I love those toppers and I knew they were going to be hard to get. This is another backup that I had to pick up. This is Dreamland Lacquer's Shake Your Shamrock. Love that polish. It's actually going to be featured in my greens for St. Patrick's Day, so if you're interested in that type of content, definitely be sure to watch out for that. But I did go through this drawer yesterday, and I really wish I would have filmed it, but I have not been feeling very well. There's just something going on. I'm just not feeling great, so I was kind of just doing it to get my mind off of just feeling crummy, and didn't decide to pull the camera out. I wish I would have, but I didn't. So I did condense this down. I am destashing. These are the ones I'm going to destash. So I have this one from Madam Glam, obviously. This is Bahama Mama. I have another orange. This one is Sunset in Hawaii. This one was an accidental dupe from Madam Glam. This is Hardcore, I think so they say that. So I do already have one of these, and I thought I don't need two. I'm not a huge fan of oranges, which is why I am getting rid of all of the oranges, maybe besides one. There's this one. This is a neon. This is blood orange. Just not a huge orange fan, and I don't really wear gel polishes hardly at all, so I'm kind of trying to whittle it down. There's this peach. This is the King's Speech. Not my kind of color. I don't like colors like this, so I'm going to go ahead and destash that one. There is this one. I have one that's very similar. This is Stylishly Fashionable. I do get gel polishes from Madam Glam in PR, as most of you guys probably already know, and I thought I don't need all of these, so I'm going to pass them on to somebody that'll really enjoy them. This is Pink Me Up. I've been wanting to declutter this drawer for a while and just never did. There is this one. This is White Lace. This is a white polish that has a hint of shimmer. I have another one that looks very similar to this down here somewhere. I think it's this one. This is Shimmer White. And I was kind of like, I think, we're going to go ahead and just declutter the more purple leaning white polish. I have this one. This is in Rudolph. This was a Christmas polish. I just don't see myself wearing this one. It's really pretty. It's sparkly, as you could tell. Just have so many other ones in this drawer that I thought, I have something similar to this one, so I think I'm going to pass that one on. Then I have a bunch of the minis that they sent me. I'm not a fan of mini polishes, but I was more than happy to, swatch them and get content out for Madam Glam. That is, why I did this in the first place, but these are just minis and I'm not a big fan of them. You don't get a huge amount in here. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel like I would use these as much as I would their standard sizes. So this is Perfect White, which I do have a big bottle of. There is this one. This one is Smelly Cat. It is like a light yellow. I've got a couple like green, tealy green polishes. This one is in Maize. I have this one in Deep Sea Dream. Again, nothing wrong with them, but I just feel like I don't reach for gel polishes, and I feel like if somebody else really would get use out of these, I feel like I would love to pass them on to somebody that'll use them instead of having them sit in my drawers. There's this green. This is Mysterious. Another, like, I want to say this is like a caramel color almost. This is Spooky Pants. I like the idea of the mini polishes, but I don't like them in regular nail polish, and I don't use gel polishes that much. This one is Rodeo Drive. So I feel like just letting somebody else have them makes more sense. Here is this polish. This is Dream Diamonds. And if you are someone that gets PR for whatever products, you understand that you just can't keep everything you get. I mean, if I paid for these myself, I would be a little more hard-pressed to hang on to everything. But, you know, with PR, I get other polishes from this company and have kind of been on a hiatus. This one is in Pivot, which I love that. Every time I see Pivot on something, it automatically makes me think of Friends. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I am going to go back through here and we're going to see if there's anything else I want to just not hang on to. I'm trying to go through and figure out if I need to declutter anymore. I do have a couple here that are like silver leaning hollows. They're from different brands. I did get PR from this brand, which is Nail Reserve. I've gotten PR once, but haven't gotten anything since. So I'm trying to decide if I need both of these. I do really love the sparkle with the Nail Reserve polish. This is one from Madame Glam. This is Sugar Cookie. It's pretty, but I feel like the Nail Reserve one is a little bit nicer. I'm going to put this one aside and see what I decide here at the end. The rest of these are ones that I kind of just hung on to. This is another sparkly polish. This one is Earth Day Every Day. So I think for now, what I've got destashed is good. I'm going to hang on to what is here. I don't feel like... Let's try these real quick. These are similar enough. I had my husband out here helping me destash, and he's like, well, hang on to those. They're different. And I'm like, okay. But I feel like even with this one, I don't need both of these. We have this one in the Wish, and then we have this one in Peppermint Kiss. They are different, but I feel like I like this color a little bit better. It's a little bit more of like a brighter green. So I think we're going to do that. I'm going to get rid of Peppermint Kiss. I am going to hang on to this one. This is Sugar Cookie. I'm going to hang on to that one for the time being. So the total count for now of what I'm destashing in this drawer is there's 10 full-size bottles of Madame Glam, and then there is like 8 or 9 of the little minis that I'm going to go ahead and get rid of. I think that's good enough, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys a little bit. I have polishes that I am destashing are over here in boxes. I am getting rid of those. And then I did go down through my collection here and put more polishes, more brands together. So OPIs originally had their own drawer. They are in with Orly's now. I have Orly's in this side. OPIs are on this side. I'm trying to figure out if I put them anyplace else. I'm not sure, but we'll show that here in just a minute once I get up a little higher in my drawers. But I did go through Orly's, as I said earlier in the video. I wanted to go through and just get rid of a few. But for now, we've got half Orly's, half OPI's until I get more PR from Orly, and then I'll probably have to rethink this whole situation here. This next drawer is actually empty, which is good, because before, this whole thing was full. The next drawer has been condensed down to extra OPIs that I couldn't fit in the bottom drawer. Those are up here, and I wanted to keep, we've got, let's see, OPI, I have Salon Perfect in here, we have Sally Hansen in here, there's Revlon, Nails Inc. in here because they wouldn't fit in the drawer above. I have some polishes from Pacifica in here that I thought would work best in here because of the alphabet. There's the one polish I made that's in this drawer. I don't have a name for this one. I'm not sure where I'm going to actually stick it. I probably will leave it out and put it on display, actually. This is that beautiful pastel-y pink that I created with a bunch of glitters in it. I did this last summer trying to dupe a Hella Handmade polish. Keep that one. I need to figure out putting it on display. I have a random polish here. This is from New Color. This is a gel-like polish. Haven't wore this one yet. It's a little bit sheer, but I was trying to decide if I wanted to keep that one, and I did end up keeping it. But we do have some Salon Perfects. I do have a couple Sinful Colors in here. I went through the polishes I was going to destash. Had a comment from one of my viewers, and she told me to pull this one out, called Galaxy, and she said pull it out, try a topper over it, see what you think. I went ahead and pulled that one back out of the box, and I did pull these two other polishes back out because the formulas are really good. These are the Shine polishes. I love these. Had them in the destash box, went back through and thought, girl, you know you really loved them before, so let's just go ahead and keep those. But I've downsized my Revlons. I'm down to 5 or 6 of those. There's another polish from Sinful Colors that I kept. This is a beautiful blue. I did decide to pull this one back out for comparisons. I think that's it for this drawer. Oh, I do have a couple here from Pixel, which is a Rite Aid exclusive. This is a brand that I picked up when I was trying to get my polish collection going 2 years ago. So that is this one. I haven't wore either of these. There's that color, and then I have this pretty purple shimmer I thought would be fun. So I'm hanging on to those for now. Then the next drawer is going to be Morgan Taylor's. I've gone through trying to destash as much of these as possible. I'll probably destash more into the future here just because I'm going to need to do it at some point again. I've destashed probably 6 or 7, maybe a few more than that, maybe close to 10. But there are a few in here that are brand new to me. I do get a little bit of this NPR from Beyond Polish. I think there's a polish in here that shouldn't be in here, but anyway, actually, well, nope, that'll work, because this is M's. For some reason, I've got cookies in here. Actually, I was trying to go alphabetical, and I didn't have enough room in the drawer above this, so I think that's what I did. But over here are, like the Loud Lacquer polishes. Not sure if I'm hanging on to all those or not. Cookies, those are in here as well. Those are on the chopping block, but my husband's like, hang on to them for now. We'll try them out and see what we think. But I do have half a drawer, 3/4 of a drawer of Morgan Taylor polishes versus an entire drawer. I've also got some KL polishes. This one is suffering from ugly bottle syndrome, that is for sure. I don't wear these very much, but I wanted to try this one before I destashed it. So I have a couple more KL polishes. These are limited edition ones that you can't actually get. My camera's making it look a little yucky. It looks prettier in the bottle, I promise. And there's another KL polish. There's another glitter. But that's what's in this one. There's another KL polish back here, another nude. So that's back here. Trying to decide what I want to keep. Kind of reorganizing a little bit just to see what polishes I want to keep, what I want to hang on to. Cookies, I've used 1 or 2 of those and haven't been super impressed, but my husband said he wears them, so I thought, well, for now we'll hang on to that. This next drawer is mostly Essie's. I did condense those down. Somehow I was able to condense them down to like 3/4 of a drawer. So you've got Essie's from here over to here. I do have a couple on my rack. There's one polish that's on my nail desk that I'm going to be talking about in a video. But that's kind of what it looks like. We did a little bit more reorganization. I've got glam polishes in here. There are fancy gloss polishes. Those got moved in here. I do have different dimensions. Those are in here as well. So that is this drawer. The top drawer in here is one that I'm still a little on the fence about, trying to decide if I want to declutter any more of my China glaze. So we have China glaze in here, I have color clubs, and then we've got Cuccio polishes here that I was gonna destash. I've used 1 or 2 from them and wasn't overly impressed with it, but my husband wants to give them a go before we actually do a final decision on it, so to speak. So this is just about clear full of China glaze. I think China glaze ends about right here and goes into Cuccio polishes. I do have one from China glaze. I'm going to try to dig out here. This one I've been on the fence about. I've wore it once or twice. Didn't care for how the formula was. Tried to see if, there we go. This one is Tropic Like It's Hot. It's a neon. I do have a couple polishes similar. There's one from another brand, and I can't think of what brand it is. The formula on this one wasn't great, but I wanted to give it one final shot, maybe as a pedicure or something, and see if I like it. I know before when I used it, it was really hot and humid. Where I do my nails and where I do my filming isn't heated or air conditioned, so I have to kind of pick and choose where I'm going to do my nails. I think the day I used that, it was too humid, if you know, want to call it that, I guess. It didn't dry down very well. But I want to try to just use that one more time and see. I've got this one from the Trolls collection. It's all techno. Need to pull that one out again for sure. I like that polish. So I think this one is good. I think I'm going to leave it as is for now. That is what that set of drawers looks like. I am still trying to reorganize my other set of drawers. They have indies in them, and I need to try to decide if I want to redo organization a little bit. The other set of drawers is, like I said, those are indies. I did do something a little bit different yesterday as well. I want to try and show this to you guys. I will turn the camera around and I'll show you what I did. So this is the new addition. I put it on top of my other nail polish set of drawers. I went through my polishes for specifically toppers, and I did go ahead and throw out some of these on just a acrylic rack that I had taken down a couple years ago and decided to put it away. And I thought, you know what, I think this would work perfect. I didn't know if it was going to fit on top of this at first, and it works perfectly. I do need to put something underneath it. It does want to slide around ever so slightly, but it is a 5-tier acrylic shelf that I got to thinking about it over the weekend, and my husband's like, why not just pull one of them out and use it? I initially wanted to get the racks that Jackie talked about from Nurse Jackie. She uses racks that spin for toppers, but I was trying to save myself some money and use these instead, which this works really well. It definitely does not house my entire topper collection, I'll say that. But right now I pulled ones that I am probably going to be gravitating towards for the end of winter into spring, even summer. I've got a good amount on here, and I didn't want to overwhelm myself by filling this rack up. So that's kind of what's new with that organization. It sits right on top of this set of drawers here, which has my indies in them.